Hi,
Hey,
welcome back to the Financial Freedom Family YouTube channel.
Thanks for watching. And we just wanted to take a few moments to kind of go over some of our story and, why we're here, why we're doing this. We kind of touched on it a bit on the very first episode, but wanted to dig in a little bit deeper as to, why would somebody want to watch this? And really, we just want to share our journey of kind of, where we've been and where we are headed. And wanted to have this for, one, to encourage ourselves, two, to hopefully encourage others who are going through the same stuff, trying to dig out of debt and create a different path for their family, and also for our kids to watch someday. Hopefully that they'll learn from our lessons. But anything else you wanted to add to that, or should I dive in?
No, just you dive in, go for it.
Okay, awesome. So did want to kind of briefly go over, like, we were pretty well in debt, especially myself. I had a lot of student loan debt, about $80,000 when, I believe it was around there when we first got married. And
well, together, I don't remember the breakdown exactly, but together we had about $190,000, and no, $100,000 was not from me. So
no, I had other debt too.
Yeah, so it was $190 together when we get married.
That's without the house. That's all.
Without the house, yes, that's just consumer, student, my RV, all that stuff. And so whenever you get married, you just assume and you become one. So I took it on. His debt was my debt. My debt was his debt.
So we were earning still a decent income, and we currently are, but it seemed like every extra penny is going towards paying off our debt.
Yeah.
And we have talked about it before. We went through the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University and doing the debt snowball, which we're still currently in that process, but we have been able to pay off quite a bit of that debt over the past 2.5 years or so.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Still not where we, would eventually like to be. So with all of that debt, we wanted to find ways that we could essentially pay off the debt without having to work 100 hours a week, just sacrificing more of our time for more money. So we wanted to look into forms of passive income. I have always been into real estate, and even when I bought this house, actually, I saw a lot of potential in it. It was a bit rough around the edges, but it had this beautiful property that also had, it was 6 lots, and the house was situated on 2, and we were able to separate off 3 lots recently and refinance the house. So we were able to save $300 a month by refinancing it, and then we took that piece of land and put it on the market and got a decent amount for it. I don't know if we want to talk about hard numbers. I that's something I would like to. Hopefully that's not uncomfortable for anybody, but I feel like it definitely helps. So we were able to sell this piece of land for about $82,500.
Yes, something like that.
So $82,000.
How much was it? How much land was it?
It was 3/4 of an acre.
In Brenham, Texas. We are in the year 2022.
Yeah, and it's still one of those, I feel like we got very blessed with it, but that's a whole nother thing. But want to focus that we were able to take that money and pay off some of the debt. We were able to pay off this RV that we'd actually been renting out for a good while, the one that Jasmine was initially living in, and that was our first form of truly passive income.
Yeah.
Earning, it's after insurance and stuff, it's about $350 a month.
Yeah, so the RV that I was living in when we got married, we kept it, and we were still paying the note and the insurance, but we actually found someone to live in it and was paying us rent, and basically passive income. Yeah.
And so that one's paid off now, so it's truly passive. Or pure income. The next plan was to pay off some taxes that I owed from my business, and then took a good chunk of that money and put it into this investment property. We found a property in Giddings, which is nearby, that needed a lot of help. We really wanted to fix it up and then turn it into a rental home, so that way we could earn passive income continuously. But as everything's been going, it's been more expensive than expected. It's our first one, so it's expected. I didn't get my budget quite right. I'll take full ownership of that.
So that's where we're at now. We'll go into that. Yeah. He kind of got a little carried away. That's where we're at now. Chris came to me when I was, I don't know how many months pregnant. Very pregnant, very sick, and said, let's get into real estate investing. And I was like, okay, I'm throwing up every day. I'm super nauseous. I don't really care about what you're talking about right now about real estate. But okay, it took a lot of convincing, but eventually I got on board before I had the baby. So I think I did a good job.
Yeah, and I did a really good job of being really patient with her too, and not making her do anything or make
I was
her feel bad about it.
more the patient one. Anyway, so tell us about that how you got into that and how you found that deal. And
So we didn't have a whole lot of just money lying around with it. I mean, we did sell the property. This was actually, I got ahead. You're right. So
Thanks.
we didn't have that property sold at that time, but I was doing a lot more research into real estate investing and found Bigger Pockets, which I'm a huge fan of.
Bigger Pockets,
I would love to be sponsored by you guys too,
Oh,
or be a part of.
so cool.
But they made me realize that I don't have to have a whole bunch of money to get into real estate investing, but I do need to have a lot of knowledge, and the more that I can do on my part of it, maybe bring in other investors. And so we were able to talk with my family, and we
Shout out family.
we went in with a partnership and purchased this little house in Giddings that they called it a 1-bedroom and a half bath, but it wasn't. It used to be, it was an old Al-Anon and AA house that they had gutted, and there was one half bathroom outside on the porch. And so we had to actually tear that down. We got a really good deal on it. We were able to get a non-conventional loan on it, 20 years, and it was like 5% interest.
It was an old rundown house that nobody would want to buy, I'll just tell you that. Or
Yeah.
nobody would want to fix up. Well, not nobody, but most people.
But I saw so much potential.
Yes.
And I was really excited about it, and we kind of ran numbers on it and made it look like, you know, we would be able to have some passive income out of it. We were kind of going back and forth between Airbnb or long-term rentals, or potentially flipping it. We really decided, like, hey, this has a lot of potentials. There are a lot of exit strategies, which is a really great thing if you are looking at doing real estate or almost any sort of investing. Just make sure you've got different options. If the market tanks, what are we going to do? With this one, it's our budget's running over a bit, and we've had to put a lot more money into it than we were expecting to. So now we've decided, let's just go ahead and sell it and get the cash out. That way we can go into the next one. Maybe we'll do a little bit easier of a flip next time. They call them lipstick flips. That's what we're going to be looking for.
Yeah, that's where properties just need like some paint, a little fix up here, a little bit there. So far we've put in, do you want to say the number?
Yeah.
About to be $75,000 just in renovation. So yeah, it's a more in-depth flip. So that's just like Chris's personality, though, to go big or go home with the first one. So, you know, we're learning.
I heard the warning signs not to do that. They all said, oh, yeah, start with an easy flip. Just change the carpet or change the flooring, change the faucets, that kind of stuff. Like she said, paint. But I saw this one and just saw so much potential. I was like, oh, I know how to do this. And I can do a lot of the work, but I don't have the time to. And
yeah, and that's where you get the best deals, is the most run-down houses. But, you know, you live and you learn, and we're going to do great. I have faith in this flip. So where are we headed now, Chris, on our financial journey?
I still plan to do more of these. And while the next one, once we sell this one, that's when I want to find another house that's not as run down. Just maybe, you know, grandparents have lived there for quite a while. It hasn't been updated, but it still has, you know, good bones, good sheetrock, stuff that we can use, just smaller, more of a lipstick flip, like we were saying. And then take care of that, or fix that one up, and hopefully rent it out. I'd really like to get a few more rentals under our belt, but I've really enjoyed this flipping process. Like, enjoy taking something and that's ugly and making it look beautiful. So my goal is to have, maybe we'll say, 2 or 3 flips a year and keep one as a rental, so that way we can start building up our passive income to then put it back into the company, but also be able to pay off our debt and kind of be able to generate money for that business through flips.
Yeah, because with the flips, you're putting all that work with the renovation. It's basically another full-time job, but then you'll get all the money when you sell it. And having the rentals is where you can. Someone lives in it, they pay you money every month, and you're making money while you sleep.
And I will say, so many people, since I've told them about, oh yeah, we're thinking about turning it into a rental, everyone that I've told says, no. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. Oh, I had a rental. Oh, so-and-so had a rental, and they destroy everything. Mm-hmm. It's a pain, yada, yada, yada.
Which is probably true.
it's probably true, but also the more I've listened to other people who are landlords who own multiple properties, it's all about the system. It's all about getting a system together and making sure that you have good tenants, that you're actually vetting them, that you're actually calling references. And one of the best tips I heard is call their current landlord and their previous landlord, the one most recently to that one, because maybe the current landlord wants to get rid of them. And so the one before that has no benefit if they move into your house.
Hey, that'd
instead.
be another good YouTube video.
There you
Tenant
go.
landlord.
Yes, all right. So we'll work on that.
A lot of learning to do, and so we're excited to get into a tenant landlord situation. But right now, that's where we are.
How
Where
about
we're
future?
headed.
Where we're headed is
In
more
the
of that.
future, more of that, more
But also-
flipping, more getting out of debt, more paying off debt as soon as we sell this house. We want to, that's one thing most people don't do first is like, oh, I want to go shopping, I want to go on a trip. But
Yes.
our first thought is when we get a large sum of money is pay off our debt, because the less debt that you have, the more free money that you'll have. So
Amen.
that's not exciting, you know, but that's how you get financial freedom is less debt. And obviously real estate is good debt, but we'll get into all of that. But yeah, that's our
Which
goal.
I can't believe she's saying that. She did not understand good debt for the
I
first
didn't.
2
I used
years.
to hate debt, but I believe
our
real
marriage.
estate is good debt.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
And
all.
we can go into that more too.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure there's another husband out there that's saying, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
like, we'll
he
break
converted
that down some
me
more.
to the real estate.
But another thing that we are working on that is, time for money, but Jasmine's actually working on getting her real estate license
Yes.
because it is potential for her to make more money per hour on those commissions, but also it gets us more into that business. She'll be able to learn more about the houses in this area and in the areas that we want to be investing, and she's meeting more people who are working in the real estate industry. So we're really looking to change more of our lives into that space.
Yeah, and since we're buying and selling houses, you need a realtor to do those things. So why not be the one to do all that and meet more people and get the deals faster and be able to get that commission versus using another person. So we're excited for all this. It's just so much fun stuff, and we're so excited to be able to share it with everyone, and we're so thankful for the people that do watch this. You're amazing. And do you have anything else?
Yeah, if you are looking for, if you're looking to sell or buy a house.
Oh my gosh, I'm not even a
anywhere,
realtor yet, but he's so
whether it's here
supportive.
in the Brenham area, Houston, Austin, or somewhere in the United States, she can get you hooked up with somebody, or she can do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's coming soon. Very, very, very soon.
Very
I am
soon.
working my tail off with these real estate courses. If you've done
It
it
is.
before, you know
I'm
it's
impressed.
not always exciting. But thanks, babe. You're so supportive. Well, thank you for watching.
Thank
Yay,
you.
Bye.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. I don't know what that was. I don't know.
That was cute. Bye.